Hi, welcome to my channel. First thing we're going to be working on today is a sunflower made from a canning jar lid. Thank you. First thing you want to do is you want to make, since our sunflower is going to be like this, we want to make a hole so that our skewer stick goes in so that it has something to sit into, something to keep it up. So I'm using a nail and a hammer. Hopefully this works very well on film. I haven't tried this off film. So, well, maybe I should do it from the bottom. Let's try this on, well, put it on tape. Let's see if I can get this nail through here just to make a little hole. That worked. Just find something you can sit it on so that you don't bend your thing up, and then it ends up like this. So then when we make our sunflower, then it's going to be like that, and you can trim the end of it off if it's too long, if you don't like it like that. So, and I'll probably stick a little glue there, but first I'm going to show you how to make the sunflower. So first thing, we're going to take some material. I've already got it cut. It's about, the one thing said 2" by 8" and I kind of really didn't like that. I thought it was a little too long. Sorry, I'm not in the center here. I thought it was a little too long, too wide, I'm sorry, too thick. So I changed it a little bit. I made mine a little thinner, but you can do 2" by 8" if you want. And you just take some scrap material and just tie it. Now, I'm sorry, you're not supposed to double knot it. Habit. No double knots, just tie it like so, all the way around the jar ring. I'll get it out in a second. And then I'm leaving a few spaces in between mine because I have some brown that I think I'm going to intersperse through there. I'm going to use two colors for my sunflower. I have this brown right here because that's what I'm going to use for the middle, the inside, the sunflower part itself. So I might throw just a few in there, the brown ones. But I'm not going to bore you with this, so I will do the rest off camera. Now I'm coming to the end, and right now I'm just finishing up. I put one brown one in between each four. I didn't really have a pattern when I started out, but that's the pattern I ended up with. So, but you can do it however you want. You can do it all brown, you can do it all one color. It's up to you. It's, you know, you do it the way that you want it. You just want to make sure that all the metal is covered. And, you know, I might have to put some more somewhere. It may not be enough in places. I do have to make sure I keep my place where my skewer stick is going. So I might have to put some more there around that once I get this in there. But I like to kind of show what it's gonna, and you don't worry about that because that's not gonna show at all. You can make the hole bigger and try to put it up more too, but that's what it should look like so far. And you know, you can play with it and you can glue it, you can trim it, whatever you like to do. But our next part is to cover this with this material, and this is going to go on the inside here because it's a ring, but we need some fluff, so we're going to use some batting. So I'm I'm going to use a little batting here. This might be too much. We'll see. I've not made this before. Got this off of Pinterest, and I just thought it was so cute. And I thought, well, I can do this, and then I can also make it different. So I'm going to take that out. But this, you can use cotton balls, whatever kind of fluff you have. Fluff out of an old pillow will work. Actually, old pillows from Walmart are better than buying batting or the fluff. They're cheaper to buy the cheap pillows from Walmart and just use that. And then so you stuff that in there. And then that makes our center. To make sure I get that in there all the way. And there's our center of our sunflower. And I've lost the hole. Yes, I have. Now all I did was take some of this twine and some of this jute, and I tied it together in a bow, just a plain old bow like you put in your shoelaces. And I'm going to add that to our little sunflower right here with some hot glue. And I'm not going to do the back because one side will be showing at a time. I just like to always have the back, even if I don't show myself doing the back. Fixing the back, I usually always do because I don't like an unfinished product. But that is the sunflower, and you can make them any color you want. My husband just bought me some pink sunflowers, some red sunflowers, some blue sunflowers, so I'm going to be making some more in some different colors, and I'll show them to you when I get them finished. But this is the end result, and I just love it. I think it's adorable. And you can turn it, or, you know, if someone sees it from the back, there it is from the back. I think it's absolutely adorable. Like I said, this was from Pinterest, and I will get that glue off of there. I don't like to see that either, but, you know, like I said, you can make it whatever color you want because you do you. You can make purple sunflowers, you can make pink, red and green for Christmas. The sky's the limit. You do what you like to do for yourself and what matches your decor. I like the country look. I like the shabby kind of country look, and I like the tendrils and things. And you know, you could put beads on the ends of these. You could knot these together if you wanted to. You can just do whatever you want. You can paint the stem green if you wanted to. Leave it plain. You could put oh, I forget what that stuff is, the antique wax on it, and make it stained looking. You can just do anything you want with it. It is just so gorgeous. Or you could leave this off and just make this, put it in not a vase, like a basket of sunflowers. The sky is the limit. Hello again. In this video, if I talk correctly, I'll be showing how to make, like, I think they call it sea glass, frosted glass, with a little bit of water. I already have the water in here, and some school glue, Elmer's glue, whatever you have on hand, and some food coloring. So, if I can get my school glue open, let's see if I can get a hole through there. Yes. Ah, came off on my paintbrush. So I'm going to add some glue, and then I'm going to add, and this will last, so you could put a lid on this. I got these from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I think I got 4 for like $1.25, and this is airtight. It will hold it, and it'll be just fine. So you can save it if you want to make more. And you just mix it up. I'm using my paintbrush just to mix. And I just mix it up. And then I use the food coloring to get the color that I like. Whatever color blue that I like. Or I could add red and make purple. In fact, I might do that. I might just add a little bit of red in there. Let's see what we get. Let's see what color we make with the little bit of red. We make a nice purple color. And it won't be as dark when we put it on our glass. It'll turn out a lot lighter. And I forgot to cover my workspace. So I'm going to get something real quick to cover my work area. Let's see. I have things in here for that purpose, and of course, when I need it, I can't find it. There we go. I found it. I'll just take a piece of this craft paper and put it down. That way my table, it's got some scars on it, but I'm trying to keep it from getting any more. So I'm going to take this and just paint. And it's, I said it's not going to cover completely, but it's going to cover it, and it looks so pretty. It's so pretty. I really like the way that it looks. So I'm going to paint it all. Make sure I get everywhere. And not do that, obviously. But I like to show that because nothing ever is perfectly done. It's always trial and error, mistakes, whatever you want to call it. Learning experiences. So, and I like that because so many times people think, well, geez, I had so much trouble with this. Why can't I do it like the person on the video? I know I've fallen into that too. And I realized that, hey, they go through the same things I do. What they do doesn't turn out perfect all the time. So I like to show, that's why I'm recording while I'm doing it, because I thought, I'm just going to take you along with me and show you that sometimes things happen. So I'm no professional. I just post videos on YouTube and just have fun because I love to do this kind of stuff. And I just thought, well, maybe somebody doesn't know how to do it or would like to do it, doesn't know how, would like to see that, you know, how it's done. But while we wait for that to dry, I will get ready for the other thing that I was going to show you today, which has to do with painting as well. I'm going to take a mason jar and I'm going to make chalk paint, and I'll show you how to do that, to make your own chalk paint so that you don't have to spend so much money on chalk paint because it is kind of expensive. I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe the cost is the same, but I like to make my own because I can control the thickness of it more so. So I like that too. So I'll get that ready and then I'll be right back. Okay, hi again. Thank you for staying with me. Next I'm going to show you how to make your own chalk paint. I have a brand new, excuse me, matte finish fuchsia apple barrel, just regular old acrylic paint, and I'm just going to poke a hole in it I saw this Crafts by Caitlin, another channel on YouTube. She has some really good things on her channel, and she does this. She just pokes a little hole, and I thought, that's a great idea. That way, it looks like that instead of a big mess. So, I have two things here that I'm going to paint. One is a glass jar, the mason jar, and the other is a can. I love to do cans. I love it. I love the look and everything. So, all I just do this by, I don't know, look, I don't measure anything. I just put talcum powder in here. This is just Equate baby powder. That's all it is. I just put it in there, and again, I just stir with my paintbrush. I'm terrible. I probably shouldn't do that, but that's what I do. I stir with my paintbrush. And the talcum powder thickens the, excuse me, the acrylic paint to where you can, where it covers better. And I got this from another content creator on YouTube, Hot Humble Pie, Holly. She showed the different ways to mix. Some people say mix it with, one was baking soda. I don't remember the other one offhand, but she showed how the consistency of the baby powder actually covers better. She has that on her channel if you want to check that out. That's Hot Humble Pie. It's her channel, and she has a video of how to make chalk paint and the different ways that the different things she tried. So, obviously, all you do is make it the consistency you want and then start painting. And if you don't like the consistency, like I'm not liking this, it's really not thick enough. So I'm going to add some more of the baby powder to it to make it thicker to where it covers like chalk paint would. Because chalk paint, as you know, covers, it covers beautifully, so well. And I really like chalk paint, but it's expensive. And so I like to do things a little more economically than... So as you see, it's made quite a difference in how thick it goes on. And I will do 2 coats too. I'd have to do 2 coats with chalk paint as well, so regular old chalk paint. So I put this all over the jar. And again, just like last week, I want to thank you for sharing your time with me, because time is very valuable. To me, it's my opinion, it's one of the most precious gifts God gives us. Obviously, I believe that love is the best gift God gives, but time is one of the other gifts that He gives us. And if you're choosing to spend your time with me, it's an honor, and I thank you for that. It's very touching. So, I'm not trying to make it perfect right now, because I am going to do another coat of it. And I do the bottom, and if it sticks to the paper, that's okay, because what you'll see, I'm going to sand it after it dries. I'll be sanding some of it anyway, so I don't care if it sticks to the paper. The top of it, I will probably, the ring, this part right here, more than likely I'll cover that with some jute or something, or ribbons or something like that. I just love this color pink. So I'm going to let that dry, and I'll move on to the can. I love doing the cans. I absolutely love doing them. They are, because when you have cans all the time, so instead of throwing them away, why not make them into art? Cut down on the waste, and also buying what you need to buy. Like I bought those mason jars from Walmart, which is fine, but I can use cans too in a way that I like to use them. I'll show you one can that I made previously, and this is basically the same thing. The other one's just a little bit different, and you'll see what I mean when I show it to you. So I get this covered as much as I can. Again, I would do 2 coats with chalk paint as well. I'd have to do 2 coats with chalk paint no matter what. So, or I thought of too that you could use a base coat, like a white or something like that, an acrylic white, and then put your acrylic pink like this one is, if you wanted to do it that way. I just like using the baby powder. I think the baby powder is a really good idea. And again, these bowls from the Dollar Tree, they seal up so nicely. When I come back to use this pink, it will be just fine. It won't be dried up at all. It'll be great. It seals it. It seals the air out of it. I'll keep trying to get it to cover, even though I know I need to do 2 coats. I'm impatient. So that's how you make your own chalk paint. And like I said, you can check out Holly at Hot Humble Pie on YouTube. She has a video that shows the different mediums that she used to test which one was the best, and she found that, and I saw that the baby powder is actually the best. So it just seals up like this, and it is tightly sealed, and it won't be a problem to go back to it in a few minutes after that dries. It will be sealed. And then what I wanted to show you was this can that I made, and what I'm going to do is put some flowers in it, some sunflowers. I might make some smaller sunflowers that we made earlier in the video. I might use something smaller, a ring of some kind to make smaller sunflowers, and maybe put those in here. Or you can, use store-bought sunflowers, or real ones if you have some real ones. But this is what it looks like. I used tissue paper, printed on tissue paper. I'll show in a video how to do that. Probably the next video I will show how to do that. And this is what one of them looks like right here. I just printed from my printer, my inkjet printer, from on tissue paper. You just need some Craft Bond. Elmer's sells it, and you just spray the paper, the actual paper that goes into the printer, and then you attach your tissue paper to it with the spray bond. But like I said, I will show you how to do that in another video when I do that next time. But I wanted to show you how to do the chalk paint and the sea glass this time. And as soon as everything dries, I will be back, put a second coat on of everything, and then you can see what it looks like at that time. So this is the finished product. I didn't show you the second coat or tying the ribbon around it because this video is very long. I added some of the glass that you fill the jars with, and I added a candle, a battery operated candle, to the jar because this is not rated for candle wax. So I didn't pour any wax in there to burn because it's not rated, and I've heard they'll explode. So and then the other one is right here, and all I did with this one was I sanded it a little bit, as you can see, so that the paint comes off, and the candle inside shows the design. Wrap some jute around the top. I did put a second coat on, and also you could fill this with flowers, you could fill it with anything. You could use it for pencils, pens, whatever you want to use it for. Both of them, the sea glass and the chalk paint jar. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and share this video with all your friends, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and God bless you.